What is up? So this video is to explain how to build 6 pounds of muscle and cut to 10% body fat at the same time. It's completely doable even if you're experienced. I've done this myself. Today's January 2nd, so last summer in 2025, I did the exact same thing that I'm about to present in this video. Very simple, like there's only a few different things to understand based on nutrient partitioning, which is basically where your calories are going to the muscle cells or to the fat cells. You can manipulate where the calories go depending on the timing of when you're eating around your workout. So I'm going to explain all of this in this presentation. So stick around, watch the whole thing. All right, let's dive into the presentation. This is how to build 6 pounds of muscle and cut 10% body fat at the same time. Completely doable. This is all to do with nutrient partitioning, basically where your calories are going. So when you eat calories, obviously they're being used by your body either for muscle or for fat. Can't move this. There we go. So basically how this works is we're creating a local surplus for muscle growth. Basically, I'm gonna get into this, but when you train, your muscles are sensitive to all the nutrients that are coming in, so you can spike insulin at that time and then shuttle all the nutrients to the muscles at that time. It creates a local temporary surplus for the muscle. And then outside of that, we're in an overall deficit, so you're going to lose fat and build muscle in that window. So basically, you can manipulate a surplus for muscle when they're most sensitive to nutrients post-workout. This all has to do with basically just pre and post-workout meals, timing of nutrients, and yeah, let's get into it. So how you can actually use nutrient partitioning, it's the actual applicable things you can do, is carbs pre and post-workout only. So this is spiking insulin when there is muscle demand. So you want to do pre-workout carbs because you want to give fuel and an insulin spike to prevent muscle breakdown during the lift. And then most importantly is post-workout. So that's when you just hit a lift, your muscles are super, super sensitive to nutrients. They're almost like a sponge to everything that's coming in. So if you can have most of your calories and your carbs in that window, then you're going to absorb all those nutrients directly to muscle cells. And then having fats away from workouts is a little bonus tip. So high fat plus high insulin from the carbs is going to equal more fat storage. So you want to keep fats away from the workout window, which I'll get into in the meal timing part of this video. And then protein is always spaced throughout the day. So pretty simple breakdown. This is like how to apply it. And then I'm going to show you examples of how you can do this throughout your day. And then the biggest thing here is being as insulin sensitive as possible. So if you're not insulin sensitive, all the calories, all the carbs that you're eating are going to be stored in the fat cells, which is how fat storage works in the first place. If you are insulin sensitive, then that means that you can absorb more nutrients directly to muscle cells. That's the whole point of this video. So insulin, what it does is shuttles nutrients to cells, and we're biasing it towards the muscle cells based on the timing of your carbs, of your fats around your workouts. That's all you need to know. So then this is the little example I made. So there's two examples. This one is, for example, if you work out at 5 p.m., so let's say you work 9 to 5, you get off work and you go to the gym right after. This is how you should split up your meals throughout the day. So 8 a.m., I do 4 meals a day just to space protein out and keep the protein synthesis steady all day. So in the morning, you're not going to train. This is outside of the workout window. As I explained here, away from workouts, you want to do higher fats. So get the fats in. Fats slow down digestion. So we don't want them around the workout. So protein and fats, 8 a.m., for example, and then you want to wait 3 to 4 hours for another protein synthesis spike. So wait 4 hours, protein and fats again. And then around 3:30 to 4 p.m., I'm assuming you're going to go lift at 5 p.m., 5:30, whatever works for you. You can adjust this obviously based on your specific schedule. You're going to have your pre-workout protein and carbs, no fats here. Keep the fats only outside of the window. So spike insulin for the workouts, and then again, protein and carbs post-workout. Give it time to actually have the muscle protein synthesis spike again. And then that's really all you need to do. Now, if you train in the morning, this is usually what I do. So 6 a.m. pre-workout, so protein and carbs straight away. Go hit the gym, and then post-workout, again, protein and carbs. This is the same thing. We're just changing the timing of when we're eating our macros. Protein stays the same. Only the fats and carbs are different based on when you are training. That's all you need to know. And then overall, you want to have a 300 to 500 calorie deficit for the overall, where is it? So the overall deficit for fat loss, obviously you need to be in a deficit. So you're hitting, I usually go for 500 calorie deficit. I think that's the sweet spot for most people. That's going to create the overall calorie deficit for the whole body. And then the local calorie surplus is we're spiking insulin pre and post workout, shuttling all those nutrients when muscles are most sensitive in their sponge like state. So you can actually get the most nutrients to them, creating that local surplus. And then over time, you will build muscle and lose fat by doing this. Obviously, you also want to get stronger in the gym. So your training should be progressively overloading. You should get stronger on all your lifts and get leaner at the same time. I did this, as you saw in the intro. Last summer, I did this perfectly. I executed this so well, and I got in the best shape of my life, hands down, by far. So I'm going to do this again. Obviously, right now I'm doing a bulk, doing around 200 to 300 calorie surplus. That's outside of the scope of this video. I do want to keep this pretty concise, but apply this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I can definitely answer them for you. And then I also do one-on-one coaching with my clients. I teach them so many more things just like this. So there's a link in the description to book a call with me, and then also my Instagram. Teach way more things in little short form and stories. My stories, I show you exactly what I'm doing throughout the day so you know in real time how you can apply it to yourself as well. So go check out the links in bio. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next training.